So we'll watch the center of the track for these three top competitors.
And you know you wonder one sometimes because Maurice Greene, Leonard Scott just joined their training group, and he comes in there and he beats you. You're thinking, wait a minute here. You know, I can pass out a few secrets, but when you start beating me, what's going on here? But I think Maurice Greene needs that type of training partner to keep him focused and keep his eye on the finish line.
Mo told me that his motivation now is just continuing to run fast. 52 times Maurice Greene has been under 10 seconds. He says he wants to get to 60 before he retires.
Good start. Scott in the blue uniform, out ahead. Here comes Greene in the black. Maurice Greene with a late stretch run. Greene will get it at the stripe.
Well, that's what Maurice Greene needed going into the U.S. Championships coming up in just a couple of months. That's that confidence. That's what gives him that swagger, and he'll need to go in there and try and make the U.S. national team to head to Helsinki for the World Championships.
A very good race for Maurice Greene because some other athletes got out. Leonard Scott got out very well, and he was very, very patient with his race, and that is what you really need. You cannot think that you're going to run 100 meters and all of a sudden put the pedal to the metal in the middle of the race. You've got to run your own race, and when the time came, Maurice Greene moved ahead about 90 to 95 meters for the win. A good race before the national championships in a couple of weeks.
Already 3 times a world champion. Maurice Greene targeting another world championship later this summer.
And there's Mo Greene in the black with just a slight lead. Leonard Scott, his teammate, has slipped toward the back, but Mo Greene waited just to the right time to lean for the tape, didn't lean too early. That comes from experience. And now back to the start, Carol.
You take a look at the start right there. Maurice Greene got out, nice dry face. Also Leonard Scott, they look like mirror images of each other. Sean Crawford was left a little bit, but right here, Maurice Greene stays relaxed and he is able to just move that much in front for the win.
And let's check downstairs with White.
All right, Alan. Maurice, you really did run your own race that time because Leonard Scott was out, your training partner was out, and you didn't panic, you didn't change anything, you were really focused for the first time I've seen you this outdoor season.
Yeah, I just want to just start being patient. I didn't get the good start that I wanted to, but it was efficient enough to let me go into the race and pick it up in the middle and just finish strong.
Well, Carol and Lewis were speculating about how difficult it's got to be for you to have a guy this talented in your training group. You know, how much do you really tell him? How much do you really encourage him?
No, I tell him everything. Everything I can, everything I know, I give it to him. And if that makes him better, that makes me better because we both train together, and if I want to beat him, I got to beat what I tell him. So
you feel a little bit like you've had a little bit of bad luck this outdoor season. You got some slip blocks. You maybe didn't run a great race from an intellectual standpoint at Prefontaine. Is this the right track you're on? It's maybe not so much the time, but the way you ran the race today.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for most of all, is just being very patient and just taking my time and just let it come to me. But, you know, I'm coming through at the right time in about 2 weeks. It's Nationals. I'm going to really put on a show there.
You know, after Atlanta, you were a young guy, and you said, I should have been there, and it changed everything for you. You came out to the West Coast and started training. Now you're the older guy. Now you're the veteran. Now you're looking at your legacy. How do you see the rest of these next 3 years playing out for you? It's a world championship this year. You really feel like you got it taken away from you last time.
Yeah, I felt like I got it taken away, but you know what? I'm healthy right now, and I'm going back to take it back.
All right, Maurice Greene, certainly looking like you're ready to do exactly that. Back to you, Alan.
So Maurice Greene with a strong 100-meter performance here today. And he's all pumped up.
Yeah, he is. And if you look at Maurice Greene on the left of your screen there, Sean Crawford right in the middle, won the gold medal in the 200 in Athens. And then on your right, the new guy, Leonard Scott, who used to be a football player, a wide receiver at the University of Tennessee, and then a short stint with the Pittsburgh Steelers, figuring the race out. But Mo Greene able to hold off both of these talented guys. And this is the kind of stuff that gives Maurice Greene that confidence, that swagger to believe that he can get back on the biggest stage in the world and be the king once again.
Well, for a first time out here at Randall's Island, a great meet here today, and what has already been established as a very fast track as we look at the results from the Reebok men's 100 meters. Dwight Thomas of Jamaica sneaking in there down in lane 3 for a third place finish. Leonard Scott wound up 4th.
Well, a great facility they have here in Randall's Island, a beautiful track, and the fans came out to enjoy it. Great Jamaican contender to match the United.
So we saw John Godina in action here today. We'll hope he's well by the national championships in a couple of weeks. And Mo Greene will try to take on a very strong men's 100-meter field in that national championship, hoping for a spot on the U.S. team in the World Championships later this